So you want to know how to end the war in Ukraine? Well, here's one way. Russia's President Vladimir Putin seeks recognition of all occupied land as Russian, for Russia to be given all of the regions it claims but does not fully occupy, guarantees that Ukraine will never join NATO, curtailment of Ukraine's military, and the lifting of sanctions against Russia. Is there a way to end war? I and the TUI chart many paths to peace: a peace treaty, a presidential withdrawal or armistice, congressional refusal to appropriate war funds, and statutory termination of conflict. 28. All four paths terminate hostilities, at least on the part of the United States. So why is the Ukraine war so hard to end? That's a deep question, and the Ukraine war is proving very difficult to end. Conflicts like this often drag on when both sides believe they still have something to gain by fighting rather than compromising. The Ukraine war is hard to end because it's not only a territorial conflict. It acts about survival, power, identity, and global influence. Each side still believes they can gain more by fighting than by compromising. Here are the main reasons. 1. Conflicting goals. Russia's goals: wants to weaken or control Ukraine, keep NATO away from its borders, and hold on to occupied territories. Ukraine's goals: defend its sovereignty, regain all territory, including Crimea, and join Western alliances. These goals are nearly opposite, leaving little room for compromise. 2. National identity and survival. For Ukraine, it's not just about land, and it's about survival as an independent country and protecting its national identity. For Russia, the war is tied to its identity as a great power and to Putin's regime stability. 3. International involvement. Western countries, US, EU, NATO, are supplying Ukraine with weapons, money, and intelligence. Russia has support from countries like Iran, North Korea, and some backing from China. This turns the war into a proxy conflict, where bigger powers keep fueling it, instead of letting it burn out quickly. 4. Military balance. Neither side has achieved a decisive victory. Ukraine has defended successfully, but struggles to advance deep into occupied areas. Russia controls large parts of eastern and southern Ukraine but can't conquer the whole country. Stalemate makes peace harder because both sides think time may eventually work in their favor. 5. Political costs. For Putin, admitting defeat could threaten his power at home. For Ukraine's leaders, giving up territory would feel like betrayal after so many sacrifices. Western countries fear that rewarding aggression would encourage more wars. 6. Historical mistrust. Russia and Ukraine have centuries of conflict, domination, and mistrust. Even if a ceasefire happens, both sides fear the other will just rearm and restart the war later.